Hey, what's up, homies? Thanks for tuning back. So today we're actually gonna we're gonna fix up our wire harness a little bit. That's from the fuel cell, the fuel pump, and my tail lights that goes into the cab. So I'm actually replacing a few wires with the Deutsch connectors. I'm not sure if that's how you properly say the term or the name of the company or the type of the connector, but I'm replacing those wires, and I'm also installing a 12-pin connector that's going to go inside the cab. That's supposed to connect everything to make it like a cleaner look. So let's get to it. But first we gotta take my daily driver out. Damn, I really can't talk today. So we're gonna take my daily driver out the driveway. We're also gonna take out the 4Runner and then center our truck in the driveway and get it up in the air. Let's get to it. Okay, so since the last time or the last video, I did end up upgrading my fuel cell connection. I also installed a new connector for the fuel pump, and then I put a 4-pin to combine those two and run them down. And also last night I ended up installing a glow shift fuel gauge because my IEQUIS fuel gauge that I had just wasn't cutting it. It wasn't reading right. When I had a full tank, it would say a quarter tank. So I went ahead and replaced this. I didn't make a how-to video or anything like that because I needed it quick. Didn't have time to grab the camera, but just know all this is getting remade. I'm gonna run a 1997 4Runner dash, but I'm not actually gonna grab the dash. What I'm actually gonna do is grab the cap. They sell like a plastic cap that's like a baseball cap for your head kind of deal. So I'm gonna do that with some plexiglass, and you'll see when I get to it. But for now, we're just gonna do the wires. All right, so I went ahead and disconnected that one. Now I'm just gonna cut the zip tie off and start taking this apart. I already have everything written down on my phone as to what's what, so I could go ahead and start disconnecting this. Alright, so what we got here is my fuel cell sending unit and my fuel pump. We're gonna go ahead and put a new ring terminal on it, and we're also gonna loom this. Once we're done looming, we're gonna go ahead and run this all the way inside, and we'll put the 12-pin connector at the very end. So first I gotta remove all these little pieces of tape that I put on just to hold it. So for those of you that don't know what wire loom is, it's basically to get all the wires together, make them look cleaner, but also these are fire retardant. They do help in an electrical fire. But simply all, it makes your vehicle look a lot more professional. The job you do looks a lot better and clean. So I highly recommend you guys wire loom all of your wire harnesses that you make or that you already have in your vehicle. That's a wire loom. So let me go ahead and slide a 3-to-1 heat shrink, and then we'll go ahead and heat shrink this. Alright, so before I do that, I am gonna attach some wire loom to this and some wire loom to this. Since they are gonna be connected here, might as well put it in a single heat shrink. So let me go ahead and do this first. Now is just to put heat shrink and we should move forward from there. Alright, so the harness, it's plugged in. So now we head onto the underneath of the truck and continue. Alright, so here we have the body harness for the rear tail lights. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking all this tape off. This white wire I can actually remove from the harness to the ground, and I'll also be putting it with the same ground as the fuel pump. So this is as far as it's gonna get. As for this, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the tape. Alright, so here we have the 12-pin connector. We're gonna go ahead and lay it like this. This is actually gonna lay down like this. I know a lot of you are saying, or are going to say, why I don't cut it down, which, yes, I know it looks bad right now, but here's the thing. All of this is gonna get remade. The dash is gonna be converted to 4Runner. All the electronics are gonna be moved. A lot of things are gonna get tucked a little bit more, and this wire harness is actually gonna get pulled in more so I could hide the fuse box. So as of right now, it's gonna stay like this. I just gotta change the pins and put a new heat shrink. So let me go ahead and start cutting these off so I can put a new heat shrink and also start putting the correct terminals on. Okay, so this side of the connector is the male side. So this side has female connectors, this has male connectors. So let me go ahead and grab one and show you what I'm gonna do. So these are the male connector, and they're a crimp style. For this, you do need this style crimper, and that's it. Alright, so here we have the factory harness. We're gonna go ahead and loom all this up. Alright, so before I actually put them into the connector, I need to put the rubber grommet. Alright, so I ended up getting this part back on. So don't worry about these wires. They're meant for something else that's going behind the passenger seat. I have the grommet installed. I just gotta plug this in. So that's it. All you gotta do is just lower the truck, make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to, and if everything works, then we did our job. Alright, so truck's on a forward. Let's go ahead and go through everything. Let's make sure that everything does work. So the gauge is actually working. Next up is fuel. Okay, you can hear the fuel pump. Next up would be the lights. So let's go ahead and check those out. Oh yeah, turn signals. This is left, this is right. Everything works, so it looks like everything we did is good to go. Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. I want to thank you guys for going this far into it and watching the whole thing. I definitely have a lot more things to do to the truck, prepare for SEMA. I still gotta go over to SAE Speed to do the coilover conversion for the front. We still gotta test those at the track, probably at Willow or at Grange. We will see what track we go to. It all depends on them and where they want to take it. you'll see. Go ahead and go in the description down below, and you guys can check out all the merch that we have. We have sweaters, we have shirts, we have stickers. We also have pillows and socks. So go ahead and down there and check. So thanks for watching. Latest.